सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, महायोगी स्वामी उमानंद सरस्वती की जय. Friends, we are trying to start understandings of Ved. Recently I went to MIT, World Peace University of Pune, and I was talking to the main person, Dr. Vishwanath Karad, and they have been having lectures for the last 20 years, more than 20 years, 1996, an endowment series, and he's given me umpteen chances to address. And I've had my share of speech there 20 times. Right now we are trying to introduce Ved, so I just went there to give my third copy of a translation of Ved, Samved. And he gave me a very good clue. If you could understand Ved as applicable to management principles. Now there is a mastermind we have who has always made us all focus on all philosophers all over the world who have addressed from the dais have been given a sort of a focus, unknowingly by Dr. Karan, giving them the direction to walk towards peace. And as I would like to say that this is another very good opening, that he gave me an idea of how to see whether it befits the management principles. Yes. And it was an eye-opener. It was a new approach and more applicable for today's generation. So we are starting with the first video on Vedic wisdom. Today, let's say let's call it the first, or it is almost must be a third one, but still it's like understanding Ved. And we are going to try and see if it is going to be applicable to management life, because ultimately even Bhagavad Gita, which is supposed to be a little crux of Ved, the main thing it comes to is management. And that is the way we need to see, because basically God has given us all. He is the investor. It is his company. He's given us a lot of things, and he has given us the job of management. He is like our client, or I could call him that it's his company. And we humans are working in that company with our management skills. So first thing I thought was, how should I look upon the contents given to me by God? We don't know who has given it, but we all, mortal mankind, has decided to name it God. Maybe with different names, but basically it's a supreme power. We'll be able to know more and more about God, provided we stick to a certain mental development and understanding even of Ved, our approach. So I thought first I would like to call the earth as a home for mankind. And when I thought about it, and I of course went to the Googles, there are many articles given on that. And it is the same. Why is earth called a home for mankind? All of you can refer to it, there's no doubt. But I'm going to state a few points here, because sometimes hearing makes the subject more clear. I'm not a student of science, but I'm amazed I'm amazed at what exactly in the form of earth, what exactly God has offered us. First, we'll know what is available to us, what are the ingredients given to us, and secondly, is it worth preserving? Is it worth fighting for to save the earth? So that is what we are going to learn today. So I'm going to start with some of the points. They're basically from these articles, but as I said, I myself have found them useful for my understanding of Ved. What has the Vedic rishis done? They have only connected or understood the world in two parts. Some of them, very wise ones, they look at it either as Brahma or Maya. Yes, world is also looked upon as Brahma and Maya, a combination of two. But it is not that it is of Brahma and Maya, it is. But then the idea of trying to bring up the spirit element is left to the mortal. If he looks at the same earth as Brahma, a very different energy is released. A very different experience is gained by the mortal. The same earth. I'll give you an easier example, which will really, this example should be taken or not, is not. I'm just going to try to do it. If a man looks at a lady as a mother, his goodness will emerge. Let's put it in simple words. He will be polite, he will be kind, he'll be wanting to help. It's his approach. The lady is the same. Some are going to look at her as a mother. She need not necessarily be a mother, but basically in Indian philosophy, we look upon ladies as mothers or daughters. So suppose you look at the lady with this, there's something divine will emerge. And if unfortunately, as we have some experiences, very ugly experiences have come up in Calcutta and all, it's very sad. And if you look at it as just a lady, just a woman, then you may be tempted to become like a monster. So it is your approach to the world. If you look at the world as Brahma, something divine, it will emerge differently. And if you look at it as mere earth, we may miss out. We may miss out on the absolute spirit material which can emerge from it. I have one more example, beautiful example. We all make, amongst Hindus, for gods, we make something called shira. It's a sweet dish. But when it is made for the gods, we call it prasad. That is a blessed food. We call it as blessed food so that when we take it, we receive the blessings. The contents are same. Some lean, then butter and sugar The contents are same in both. When you look upon it as prasad, as a holy food, it brings out, it must be, because otherwise Rishi Munis would not have given us. Probably we tap into it or through it the spirit element or the Brahma element. And if you look at it as just a common sweet dish, you may not mind keeping it aside. If you're not interested, you'll say, I'm not interested right now in having it, and you'll keep it aside. So that is called Shira. But when you look at it as prasad, even if I drop something down on the floor, part of it, I will pick it up and eat it. So this is the vision given to us by the Vedic Rishi Munis, sages. At the same thing, you can look at it as if it's dominated by spirit above matter, and if you look at the same thing into the matter superior to spirit, then the reception or the reactions can be different. This is the message of the Vedic sages. For them to call Agni God, earth God. Let's begin with earth as called as God. Dyava Prithvi. The heaven and earth are considered as gods. So let us first, even if you look at it as earth, let's see what has earth to offer us. Can we really call it a home? Let's see some of the very points. The articles in Google are extremely nice. You may read the originals. And just wanted to I have wanted to understand it myself and then pass it on to you. So let's say whether earth should be called a home, or we can still call it a little better, that is God, because it provides us a lot of things. Let us see what the earth is providing us. As it is mentioned in today's scientific world, it is the only planet to support life. Earth's magnetic field. Now this is magnetic field. What does it do? It distracts, it diverts these solar winds and radiations which are bad for the earth. So there is a magnetosphere, atmosphere of the earth which can help to divert or distract the charged particles of the solar winds and the radiations. Of course, I'm going by the book. Nothing is right now a creation of my mind. It's just an understanding I'm trying to pass on. It has the right distance from the sun. Otherwise, you can imagine, all of us will think on these points. Atmosphere, our Earth's atmosphere is insulating the planet. Or what if we had just touched the earth and we would have got a shock? Or we have touched the plant or tree or a wall and we start getting shocks? We wouldn't have been able to live. So this is very important to understand. Then among the chemical ingredients which are given to us in umpteen, one of them is water. Again, it is called God. But I have not inserted, right now in my talks, I am not talking about the significance of water, importance of water. I may be including a little bit of importance of the second ingredient, chemical ingredient, which is carbon. Because of carbon, breaking the food we eat into carbohydrates, proteins and all, energy is released. So we are able to use that energy to survive. You can go into the details of the articles, but I found these very interesting thoughts. Then earth provides resources, obviously. Production is done on land and soil, crop production, grain production, trees and all. I'm going to even come to the idea that we are just 0.1% of the entire creation in the world. Mortal is just 0.1%, but still the number is almost 8 billion humans. You'll be surprised at this statistics. Even I am surprised. I'm just reading it from the present information. Google's thank you to you. Whatever the company is doing, for a common person like me, who is not a student of science, you are able to give us the direction. Then you have the animal world, 2.5%, which is 130 billion other mammals. 428 billion birds, 3.5 trillion fish, 10 quintillion insects, I don't even know the word. And the carbon element, which I was talking about, its important significance, it is 470 billion tons of carbon. Tons of carbon. If you look at the animal world, it is 2.5% more than 1. We are 0.1 humans. Mortal, animal world, 2.5%. Plant world, 82%. 82%. We are only looking at why call Earth a home or a god. Vedic sages have given us a mental direction. If you look at it as God, the godly energy will be released. And if you look at it as a matter to live upon, then you may have the other side of the coin. You may face the other side of the coin. Nothing is good and bad. We're not talking about good and bad. We want to know exactly, can we tap the spiritual energy from this world which looks like material to me. I gave you the example of a woman, a lady. Easier for us to understand. I gave you the example of the sweet dish made for God. We talk about holy water, whatever. If the way you look at it, probably that is releasing the spiritual energy. Maybe the sound or the thought process or whatever the vibrations may be. Second, on earth, man has evolved over thousands of years. Vedas might be about 10,000 years old. So we cannot say, because it goes, the earth is supposed to be almost 4 point some billions. My God, we have to just understand these numbers, they are huge. Anyway, another very important thing is given to us is oxygen. Now, carbon is, of course, CO2. I'm sure those who know the... what I realized, what is carbon giving you? Elasticity to the form. When I went to take some homeopathic medicine for varicose veins, the first element given to it was carbovirgin calcarea fluid. Now both of them have got carbon element. Now that carbon element, and in the book it is written that this is used to give elasticity to your muscles and veins or whatever it is. Elasticity to the body, and it is the job of carbon. Look at the way God has organized it. It is not just an accidental creation, because it is too perfect to be an accidental creation. You have location and rotation of the earth are suitable. Then what is earth giving us? Water, oxygen, that's air, and sun rays. So three things: light, water, oxygen, air, light, water, air, and earth itself is soil. So these four elements and the sky, Dhyava, we'll come to that later. They are called as the gods of earth. By whom? By the Vedic rishis. They have given us an idea of how to tap the ingredients with us, which will bounce back to us in the form of spiritual energy. And if you look at it as matter, of course it's going to be just a material benefit. Not that it is less, but if you want something more out of it, an understanding and reference to it probably needs to be changed. Now you have exploring the cosmos, we learn more about it. As we explore cosmos, we leave at that now. Right now, I just want to give one more statistics. Some statistics given in Google's and articles on Google's. Earth's surface temperature at 15 degrees Celsius, at 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Suitable for us, of course. Distance is given from the sun. Diameter is given. Volume is given. Please go and read these articles. They are there. I may not be able to give you the complete matter. I'm just giving you a lead to these articles. Please type home is the earth for mankind and you will come across all these and proportions also, as I told you. Now earth was formed 4.5 billion years ago. It is said Mars and Venus also had life, but since the water dried away, it is no more there. But here on earth, water has not dried away. Now can you imagine what is that we need? We just need to maintain an approach to the world. You call it spirit, the spiritual energy will emerge. You call it Brahma. You call it Maya, the worldly benefits will reach you. It's just the beginning of my studies for Ved. I just thank the Vedic rishis, the Vedic system, because we cannot go beyond that. Right now for us the study text is Ved. It could be just 10,000 years back. But still, I cannot go beyond that because I have no idea. Though in Vishnu Puran, when Narayana has taken the 10 forms, the Shavatar, they have mentioned the structure. The fish was the first one. Second one was the turtle. Third one was the boar. Fourth one was the half lion, half man, that is Narsimha. Fifth was probably Vaman. There Vishnu, and Vishnu's name has appeared in Rigveda. Sri Vishnu's name has appeared in Rigveda under Vaman Sukta. So probably we were 10,000 years a little earlier than that. Another 10,000 you add if you want. And after that came Ram, Sri Ram, we know him. Then before that Parshuram was there. And then Ram. And then of course Krishna was the 8th avatar. So this is the development in mythology. But the Vedic times, we've definitely got suktas, which include Vaman Sukta, that is the incarnation of Lord Narayan in the form of Vaman. And then gradually we've moved on to Ram Krishna, because Ram is also considered to be a pure Vedic ideal man. Ideal, real ideal. And Sri Krishna, in Sri Krishna's times, it was Yajurveda, and Rama's time was Rigveda. So friends, I'm trying to understand and share my understandings with you all. It's very essential to just have a new approach for the world to save the earth. We need to save the earth. I believe the astronauts who go into space and look at the earth, They see such beautiful pictures that they want to save the earth. Let us all together try and save it. Let's see if we can be a small part, a tiny part of trying to save, because it is the greatest gift given to mankind. At least we need to be grateful. Thank you. This is Swamy Radhikananda from Pune. So you have to stop.